What's up, and welcome to Worldly Church Girl. I bet you're wondering where that name came from. Well, let's address the elephant in the room. I grew up like most of y'all, raised in a very strict church family. So with that being said, I decided that I was going to write a book about my journey, and I needed a title for my book. And the Lord gave me the title, Worldly Church Girl. Worldly Church Girl Live, just like Worldly Church Girl the podcast, it's not preachy. It's not worldly. It's informative. It's fun. It's here to teach, and it's here to reach. So sit back and relax and enjoy Worldly Church Girl Live. What's up, y'all, and welcome to another show of Worldly Church Girl Live. It's your girl, your host, Lillian Harshaw. Thank you so much for joining. I cannot thank y'all enough for coming, and it's going to be a good show because I got my boy. He was actually on my podcast. I can't remember. It's been maybe a few months, but we've been keeping in touch since then, and he cracks me up with all his Facebook posts, and he's a hot mess, but I consider him my brother from another mother. And we found out that we actually have some friends in common, which actually it's his family, but some friends in common. So he is an award-winning comedian. He has done several things, from hosting to being an entrepreneur to having his own fashion line. He's been across the globe sharing comedy from here to there to everywhere. So it gives me great honor to introduce to y'all. I'm gonna say he's my friend. He better consider me his friend. My friend, the comedian Stephon. Ain't that fancy? Stephon Smith.
That's fancy. How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm blessed. I can't complain. Thank you for having me on your show again. Live this time.
Not live. Hey,
live
Amber, what's up?
Hello, Amber.
That's my girl.
Yeah, I see.
Now, hello. Are you in the country? Yeah, I'm in the country. USA country.
No, they say you are country. That's what they're saying.
Oh, I'm country? Probably.
They're saying you country. Yeah.
I'm probably am a little bit. I hear that a little bit. Yeah. But so thanks for being on the show. I cannot thank you enough.
No, thank you for having me. It's my pleasure.
Oh, no. So I'm gonna start with when you was on my podcast the first time. Yeah. We didn't do this, the face-to-face.
No,
because I was scared. I'm just gonna put it out there. I was scared because I don't do face-to-face stuff. I do now, but I don't do the face-to-face stuff. But
it's too late. You're on here now.
I am here now. To God to be glory. I am here now. So, and you're one of the many people that was like, what you're afraid of. So there you go. So I'm going to start with some questions. So, what made you start into comedy?
Well, I've always been a class clown. So, it was something that was natural in me anyway. Growing up, but what actually got me into it is I was doing modeling first. I was professional model first, and then I got into acting from there, and I started doing stage plays. So this gentleman introduced me to my mentor, who was on BET, Def Jam, and Comic View stuff back in the day, named Irma Johnson, who lives right here in Memphis. If y'all want to know who Irma Johnson is, just Google, look her up. You'll see who I'm talking about. But she cast me in her first stage play called Jesus is Calling, Will You Answer? And I had a leading role in her play. I had some serious moments, and I had a lot of funny moments where I got to just be myself. And she just told me just to kind of just be me and be natural with it. So I was in the play just clowning and cutting up on the parts that was allowing me to be funny. and and she was like, you know, after the play, we did the play for a few days, and after that, she was like, "Hey, I think you'd be good doing comedy, being a comedian. If you're interested in learning how to do it, I give you a few pointers and teach you how to do it because you're naturally funny, and I think you'd be good at it." And I was like, and I just said, "Hey, you know, let's do it." And she gave me some pointers, and I've had to do different things, and then the guy that introduced me to her, he allowed me to start hosting shows at his venue, and she gave me pointers on how to work different crowds and things like that, and I've been rolling ever since, and it's been 18 years now. So me and her have done a lot of shows together since then. We both have won a lot of awards since then. We actually have been in some of the same categories. In some award shows where she won and then I won, and as soon as I won, she came and congratulated me, and which meant a lot to me because you know you get some people that don't want to help you, don't want to teach you that when you come up a little bit and start winning and doing different things, you know they tend to get jealous because they think they don't have that success anymore.
Right.
You know, so but she always congratulated me, told me how proud she was of me. I just did a play with her last year, last summer as well. So she calls on me every chance she get that she feel that she can use me, and I told her I'm always going to be grateful for what she did. And anytime she needs me, she called me. I'm there. So that's how I got started with that, and I just been rolling ever since. God's been opening a lot of doors for me, especially the last 10 years that I've been doing it. With me being nominated every year for 2 or 3 different awards, national awards throughout the country, and winning one just about every year. I done won at least 1 or 2 in the last 6 or 7 years in a row, and some years I've been nominated for as many as 5 or 6 nominations nationwide all over
Oh,
the
wow.
country. And 1 year, I think the most I won 1 year was like 4 out of 6, and that was, you know, that was a blessing to be, you know, it's a blessing just to even be nominated and thought of for one. You know,
Mm-hmm.
people don't have to think about you and put your name on ballots and things like that. And I just got an email actually about a week ago from 2 people that nominated me for 2 award shows this year so far. So, like I said, God is good. He's been blessing, and I just thank God for what He's doing in the career. So that's pretty much how I got started, and I've been rolling. I did a lot of secular stuff, uh, where you know at first I was doing you know some cussing and all that kind of stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but
I'm just kidding.
I gradually uh, switched over
Mm-hmm.
uh, to doing clean and gospel comedy. I still can do adult stuff, but I don't do it I don't do it with the cussing. I can still
Right.
talk about some adult things at certain settings, but I still know how to keep it clean without using all the cuss words. So I'm very versatile with the crowds that I do shows for. So I don't um, like the people to kind of put me in a box like they used to. Because I'm a comedian, period. I'm a comedian for everybody because I get booked for all different stuff, not just church stuff. You know,
Right.
people hire me to perform or host at their weddings, birthday parties, family reunions, concerts, R&B concerts, gospel concerts, fashion shows. I host them. You know, I host a variety of different stuff. So a lot of people call me a Christian comedian, and that's fine. But they call me that mostly if I'm doing a Christian show. So they'll label me
Mm-hmm.
a Christian comedian because that's what I'm coming to do. And I'm cool with that. I just don't want people to always put me in a box as a strictly gospel comedian because that limits what I can do as far as me being booked because certain people might not book you for a certain show because they think that's all you do is just going to be doing the church stuff. But I'm versatile. So I just say I'm a comedian for everybody. So that's why I say I do clean and gospel comedy because I'm
Right.
versatile on either side of the spectrum. So, you know, it's just a blessing. So I'm good. I've learned how to be versatile over the years. And again, I credit Irma Johnson for teaching me how to be versatile because now all she does is clean and gospel stuff. So she
Mm-hmm.
doesn't do the secular stuff anymore. So I kind of learned from her how to do that, and I just applied it to what I've been doing in my career, and here we are, still rolling.
Right. Hi, Mother Dixon.
Hey, that's my auntie.
I
That's my
know.
auntie.
See,
Yeah,
that's my
we call her
mother.
Cookie.
I
We call her
know.
Cookie.
That's my
Yeah,
mother.
that's my auntie. Yeah, her husband and my dad are brothers.
Oh, I didn't know y'all was that close in relatives. Get out
Yeah,
of here.
yeah, that's my auntie. Her husband and my dad are brothers.
Get out of here.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's my auntie. Yep.
Oh, this is a real tiny world.
Yeah,
Oh,
for a long time, I didn't know that was her name for a long time because I've always called her Cookie growing up since I was little. I always called her Cookie. I never knew her first name for a long time.
now we
But
heard them say Cookie over and like
right,
she was saying like when she was testifying, she would mention Cookie, and I'd be like
yeah,
Cookie. I was like,
yeah,
oh, that's so
yeah.
cute.
But that's my auntie though. Yeah, that's my auntie.
She's sweet as a cookie too. Love
Yep.
her,
Oh yeah, yeah,
and
she
she can
is.
dress. You hear me?
Oh yeah, yeah. That's that culture coming out of her.
Yeah, clean as a board. Shop. Love
Yes.
her and her husband, and those two were like my parents. You know, God rest their soul. Loved them
Right.
dearly. Loved
Yeah.
them.
Focus on it.
Love them. So you already answered one of my questions about why clean comedy, but
Uh-huh.
um, so what was it like the first time you got on stage? The very first time you got on stage.
Oh wow, I was so nervous. As far as doing the comedy, I was nervous because I didn't know how the crowd was going to be because
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get a chance to really just look and feel the crowd before I get on stage like I do now. And I just went up there and just winged it. And I was nervous but I pulled it off. They people kind of tell I was nervous a little bit, but the more I started doing it, the more I started, getting better at it and getting the nerves off. But I was nervous, I guess, because I was just so excited to get up
Mm-hmm.
there and do something new that I wanted to do. And like I said, she used to come and watch me and just give me pointers and critique my performance or my hosting skills. And she was like, "Well, I think you need to start doing this and interacting with the crowd." So that's what I started doing. As I started interacting with the crowd, it started making me more nervous because I started getting feedback, which allowed me to run my jokes into what I was saying to them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's how I do a lot of my jokes because I may ask certain questions or I may say something so they can say something back to me. And then I just kind of navigate that joke into them feeding back to me and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I was real nervous the first time, but I eventually got over it.
Did you ever have like just go blank like while you was on stage? Like,
Oh yes, I've done that a few times. Yeah,
what did
I've
you
done that.
do? What'd you
I just
do?
I just started making funny faces like to play it off like I was trying to figure out what I want to say, even though I really was.
Uh-huh.
I just make a face. I'd be sitting there, I'd be like, so what can I talk about now? You know, man, y'all made me forget what I was gonna say. But they'd be laughing, but I really did forget. So I just had to kind of play it off by messing with somebody in the audience, like that may
Mm-hmm.
have had a funny outfit on or did something funny. Then I just kind of pick on them a little bit, and then it kind of brings me back to what I was going to end up saying. So
Mm-hmm.
it's been times I done forgot it and just sit there and just look crazy. And they started laughing because they thought it was part of the show, but I really did forget what I was going to say.
Mm-mm.
So, but
See,
yeah,
I don't know if I'll be able to do that much. I've been like, well, that's it, y'all.
yeah,
Thanks for coming.
it happens. I've actually did that before too and played it off.
Oh, oh,
You
really?
know, well, they thought it was part of the show. I'd be like, well, I ain't got nothing else to say. I'm gone. And they just and I act like I walked off. And they just
Mm-hmm.
started laughing. Then I just turned around and came back. But it
Okay.
kind of gave me a couple of seconds to kind of rethink of what I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to say. So I have different ways of playing certain stuff off on stage if I get stuck on something.
Mm-hmm.
And it happens, to everybody at some point. I
Mm-hmm.
just know how to play it off now, where you never can tell that I forgot something,
Right.
or what I was gonna say. So I just kind of know how to do it now.
You're a good one. Hey, Tony
Yeah.
Baker. Hey, Mother Hubert. How you doing?
Hello, hello, hello.
Some more childhood people. Got to do my shout outs. So,
Yeah.
how do you even process new material? How do you even come up with that?
Um, basically, um, just life, really, just life
Mm-hmm.
stuff that happened, and if I see certain things that happen, maybe on TV, or I may be at a show, and I may see certain things that happen, and then I kind of incorporate that into my show. I come up with a joke to say something about what I saw, what
Mm-hmm.
I seen, or what I've experienced. I kind of talk about that. A lot of stuff I talk about is stuff that I've seen before or experienced it. So it's 95% truth, and then maybe 5% I'd kind of exaggerate certain stuff of the story to kind of make it funny a little bit. But
Mm-hmm.
for the most part, a lot of stuff I talk about is stuff that I've seen actually go on and happen, in life or in church, and I just
Mm-hmm.
kind of incorporate that into the show, and just kind of embellish a little bit to make it sound
Mm-hmm.
even more
A
crazy
little
a
more
little bit,
seasoning on it.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Put a little lemon pepper on it. You know what I'm saying?
Not some lemon pepper.
Yeah, yeah. Put some lemon pepper on to
Because
give it
you
some
was
flavor.
clowning
You know
on
what I'm saying?
Facebook.
Huh?
You've been clowning on Facebook
Oh,
now.
I clown on it all the time, so that ain't nothing new. That ain't
I
nothing
mean, but
new.
it was a lot of material going on last year.
Right.
I
Right.
mean,
Yeah, it was,
a
especially
lot.
during this Corona and pandemic. So
Yeah.
yeah, I got some, yeah, I got a few Corona and face mask jokes that I'll be telling.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, that's gonna be coming up here pretty soon on my next show. So uh, yeah, I got some
So
stuff.
how
Yeah.
did you keep the funny going during the pandemic? How did you keep working,
Basically,
especially with everything being shut down the way it was?
well, I did a couple virtual events.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that had some audiences on the virtual events. I done one that was kind of pre-recorded event that they
Mm-hmm.
played for somebody. I was okay with it, but I'm more of an audience person.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Me, because I got to have people there because I like to interact with people. So it's different for me to be able to interact with people, and that's how I do a lot of my shows. Is that I get feedback, I talk to them, they talk to me. I got to see people there smiling, laughing. It's hard for me to do a show to record a performance in front of nobody, not knowing
Right.
the people watching if they're laughing or not. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
How do you even
uh,
time that? How do you pause
I,
for the
I,
right like ha-has?
I had to play it off because the last one I did um, for a conference, they said it was going to be live, but then when I got there, they said they was going to have to record it because they couldn't go live,
Mm-hmm.
and they were supposed to bring some people in to watch the performance because I told them that's what I wanted, but it only ended up with the two ladies that booked me for the show that was sitting there in the audience, so I had to kind of play it off to them and pretend that it was a whole room full of people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it was kind of difficult for me because it wasn't anybody there. You know what I'm saying? So the feedback was a little different for me because I like to have the audience there,
So just those two laughing.
watching. Yeah, but I told them to act like the whole room was full of people. So so I had to try to pretend that it was a lot of people in the room because it was going to be shown uh, at a conference. If they was going to show the recorder at a conference, and I don't know how the people received it, or if they laughed or what, because I wasn't there to interact with them,
Mm-hmm.
or to see it live to where I can see them interacting back. So, but it was different. But I done a couple virtual events on Zoom where it was like 30, 40 people on there. Where they actually can see me, they was laughing and we can talk and all that kind of stuff. So that worked
Mm-hmm.
out a little better for me. But other than that, I done a few private events, for people like some of their birthdays or anniversaries and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as the major shows, they wasn't doing a lot of those because of the pandemic. So,
Right.
um, but it's picking back up now since it's a new year. So a lot of my bookings that got pushed back last year have been pushed back to this year. So they're starting to getting ready to come back around. So um, it's coming along. So it's good. But a lot of comedian friends I know, they went and done a whole lot of uh, videos where they go live and do all these little crazy virtual, shows asking for money and all that kind of stuff. That just
Right.
wasn't my thing. That just
Mm-hmm.
wasn't me. I was fine. I wasn't hurting for no gigs or financially or anything like that, because I got a couple of things going on where I got, some income coming in, me and my wife. So we was kind of good on that. I got blessed with some other things um, during the pandemic. God opened some more doors
Mm-hmm.
during that time. He blessed us to even pay off a lot of bills, blessed us with two new cars that are paid
Amen.
for during this time. So, guys opened a lot of doors even during the pandemic, through that. So, like I said, God's been good with that. And some things are already starting to take place for 2021 already. So, I've been getting calls the last couple of weeks about people even trying to book me way in November
Oh
right
wow.
now. So, God's good. 'Cause I tell people book me early because my schedule fills up like real fast, especially with a lot of stuff that got canceled from last year that's going to be in effect for this year. So
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot of dates that's already on the books, because of last year. So, but that's how I've dealt with it. Just pray and ask God to bless me, whatever He decided to give me. That's what I'm gonna take. So,
Mm-hmm. Because I was going to ask you, have you ever, excuse me, got asked to do a gig and you turned it down because morally it just didn't feel right?
yes, I've turned down a lot of gigs for that, regardless of the money, even though the money was good. If
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't fit right morally with me and my character and what I stand for or what my beliefs, or if it's something I feel I can't do that's not going to be respectable to my parents, even though they're not there by the way they raised me,
Mm-hmm.
then I won't do it,
Mm-hmm.
regardless of how good the money is. All money ain't good money, you know.
Right. Right.
So, but I turned down a lot of stuff. Even last year, people asked me to do some virtual stuff that I just wasn't comfortable with, and and I had to turn them down. Like, no, I'm good on that. Just if you got a different type of show that you interested in me doing, then hit me up. So I can't do shows that's too ratchet. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Or too ghetto, where they're just too raw and too filthy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind doing the adult shows, but you know, if I had to do it to where that y'all just want a whole lot of filthy cussing and you got a bunch of strippers and smoking weed and all that kind of stuff in the building, then I'm
Mm-hmm.
not I'm not gonna do it.
Even if your
So,
part is clean, you just not gonna be a part of it.
nah, I'm not gonna do it at all. So,
Mm-hmm.
and I've turned some down because of that. And they understood. I told me it was nothing personal. It just wasn't my type of environment that I wanted to be in, even though the money was good. It just
Mm-hmm.
wasn't my type of environment. They was like, cool, we'll get you on something else. And they turned around and booked me for something else that they felt, was good for me.
Mm-hmm.
So, sometimes you just gotta know when to say no to people. You can't just take stuff just because you feel you need it.
Right.
And that's one
Right.
thing that I let people know is that I don't beg for no shows. I won't beg for no shows. And don't ever feel like that you think I need to do your show, to boost my
Mm-hmm.
career because I'm straight. God has blessed
Right.
me to do a whole lot of things from national TV, all over the country, everything. So I tell people don't ever feel like that I just need to do your show for exposure because I'm
Mm-hmm.
past the exposure stage. I'm at the stage you got to drop that check off now. Y'all know my status, and I don't say that to brag, but people know
Right.
my worth and people know my resume.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell them, look at my resume before you come to me and think that I just need to do your show free for exposure or do it for a little or nothing because you think I just need the money like that. Because I
Mm-hmm.
don't.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm blessed. I tell them, check your resume. Don't ever think that, you can come and say, well, hey, uh, I want you to do an hour, but I can only give you $100. I'm gonna tell you take that $100, go give it to somebody else.
Right. Amen.
Because I'm not doing no hour performance for no $100.
Right.
Period.
Right.
At all.
Right.
So I mean, it's certain shows and certain people that I will work with depending on what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I got charity events that are willing to pay me what I'm worth, why should I sacrifice my morals to try to beg somebody to do a show, for free because they think I need the exposure just because certain celebrities may be on the show,
Right.
which they don't understand. If they look at my resume, they will see part of the celebrities that I've already worked and been with that I already have relationships with.
Right. So you're not doing
So
me any favors.
right. So I mean, this because you got Ricky Smiley on the show, that don't mean nothing. I've done shows with Ricky Smiley before.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, that's nothing. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of celebrity comedians, I have their phone numbers. I can call them and talk to them just like I'm talking to you. So
Mm-hmm. I can call them, get on there by myself.
right. I don't need people to try to throw, well, I got such and such on the show. You might want to do this show because, it'd be good exposure for you in front of them. And then when I show them that I got their phone, I'm like, oh, okay, I didn't know that. Well,
Mm-hmm.
check
Now
your
you
resume
know.
first.
Right.
Check your resume. Don't
Mm-hmm.
assume that, just because I'm not a big national celebrity that I don't know nothing or
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been there and done that.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't never judge a person by what you haven't seen them do. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Right.
So I don't never do that, and I don't brag about a lot of stuff that I've done with people because I don't want people to think, I don't want people to try to book me because they think they're going to get connected with the people that I'm connected with.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to book me based off what you like, what you see, what you checked me out, you liked it, you book me. Hey, book me. Don't book me because you think I know certain people and I'm gonna get you in the door with them. That's not gonna happen. So I don't get my connects out like that. You got to figure out how to get them on your own. You just like I'd had to. A lot of
Right.
people didn't give me a lot of connects. I just happened to be on some shows with some of the people, and I talked with them, interact with them, and got to know them. We exchanged information, and hey, you got relationships are very important in the comedy game
Oh, I
because it's a
bet.
lot. It's a lot of secret competition between comedians too. It's a lot of comedians that
I bet.
slick will hate on that they'll slick hate on you if they think you're funnier than them. They'll make
I
sure
believe it.
they will
I
make sure
believe it.
you will try not to get any shows. So I've had
What's
that
this?
happen
The
a
hardest game in the
couple times.
biz?
Yeah, I had that happen a couple times where a couple of them try to keep me from getting on certain shows because they knew I was gonna go up there and rock it. But it
Really?
don't. Yeah, oh yeah, it happens all the time. It don't bother me though, because my thing is what God has for me is for me. You
Amen.
can't stop me from getting on no stage that I really just want to get on.
Come on now.
So you can't stop me if I want to get on it. Trust me, I don't have to go through. I tell that person I don't have to go through you. I know other people that
Mm-hmm.
I can make a phone call and go around that because I don't go
Mm-hmm.
through and I go through the top people over the stuff. That's who I get the relationships with. I don't go through the middle person. I go to
Right.
the head who's over everything, and I talk with them. Either they say yes or they say no, and I'm cool with that. If you don't want to book
Wow.
me, that's fine. If you want to book me, give me a try. Cool. I tell a lot of them, just give me a chance to do my do. If you like what I do, let's keep it going. If you don't like what I do, that's cool. You ain't got to book me no more.
Wow.
I'm good. So that it happens. So I don't. I
Wow.
don't worry about stuff. Like I said, what God has for me is gonna be for me. And
Amen, mother.
can't nobody stop what God is gonna give me either. So,
That's right. And
so
it's
that's
I
where
knew
I feel
the
about that.
I knew the music business was cutthroat, but I had no idea that the comedy business was cutthroat too like
I
that.
can tell you some stories. We'll be here for 3 hours. You'd be like, what?
Don't tell me no stories. They'd be like they really
uh,
be blocking you in. Oh, he's telling all our
no.
business.
I'm good. I let people do what they do because I don't hate on anybody. I'll work with anybody.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't bother me. I had one celebrity tell me, I ain't gonna say it. And I had one celebrity. I hit one celebrity up, and I said, "Hey, I'm a fan of yours. If you ever get an opportunity, I said I would love to work with you. If you ever have
Mm-hmm.
an opportunity that I can be in one of your shows with you, I said I love the opportunity to work with
Mm-hmm.
you." And this celebrity hit me back and said, "Well, right now, I'm trying to get my friends on, and they kind of more important to me right now. So I just get with you, when I can. I got a lot more
Oh,
important things going on in my life right now. I'm trying to get my friends on right now. So blah 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 blah. And to this day, this comedian ain't hardly doing nothing. And he seen me on the show on the flyer with one of his other comedian friends. And
Oh,
this same dude inboxed me and asked me could I talk to that celebrity and get him on the show.
shut up. The
But you
tables
know
have
what I
turned.
told him? But you know what I told him?
You told him sure, didn't you?
No, you know what I told him?
I'm
I said,
so
well, right
scared.
now, I'm busy trying to get my friends on this show.
Because they're
So
more important to me right now.
because that's kind of more important to me right now. So I see what I can do for you after this
Oh
show.
man.
But I'm trying to get me and my partners on who's up and coming right now on this show. I'll let you know what they say.
It
See,
be like that. You never
don't
know.
play with me. Don't play with me. I'll put it right back
Oh,
on them. And all he can do is just sit there and just
stare at the inbox.
throw them googly eyes at me in the inbox. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
that's why you don't do people like that, because you
Oh, you
never
don't.
know.
You never know.
You never know. And to this day, that person ain't hardly doing no shows. To this day, they still
Wow.
doing them, but they ain't hardly doing them. You don't hear the name as much. If I told you the
Mm.
name, you'd be like, yeah, I remember him, but
Tell me later.
ain't hardly
Tell,
doing it. Yeah, I had a
tell
couple
me.
of them.
Yeah, tell me off the air.
Yeah, I had a couple of them tell me that. Yeah, I had one of them tell me that my name wasn't big enough to be on his show yet. I said,
Mm.
oh, okay. I said, that's cool. I said, that's fine. There's no problem until he checked back and saw that I was on Comic View,
And then all of a sudden,
you know. And he's
and
like,
we don't
when
hear
I
from
start my
him no
TV
more.
show back up, I'll make sure I hit you up. I just hit him with a thumbs up and left it alone. Okay.
You know what? I hate that thumbs
It's
up.
good. But no, I did that on purpose.
I know you
You
did
know,
because I know what
yeah,
that thumbs up mean. Whatever.
yeah, yeah. I just like, okay, you do,
Mm,
you don't, you don't. So, you
wow,
know,
that's
it's
funny.
good. Yeah.
I had no idea that the comedy business was that
Oh yeah. Oh
cutthroat.
yeah. It's very cutthroat. It's people that I've helped in
Mm-hmm.
comedy here in Memphis. It's people that I helped in comedy here in Memphis that
Mm-hmm.
I've got hooked up, that I've hooked them up with big people that wouldn't even come back and say thank you or hook me up with one of their shows at all. And they even got on TV on the TV show that I was trying to get on at one point. They didn't even tell me that they having auditions for that TV show. They just went and
Mm.
did it and then tried to brag to me that they got on the show. I said,
After the
okay.
fact.
I said, that's cool. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why I had to learn, especially from my wife too, that it's a lot of stuff I had to learn not to put out there, uh, like on Facebook and stuff, like potential shows that I may be doing, because
Mm-hmm.
people would secretly go behind you and try to sabotage you from getting on those shows. So
Right.
now I don't put nothing out there unless it's already done, etched in stone, and the contract is signed. So if you
Mm-hmm.
see me post up a show, it's already done. I'm not gonna post something now and say, well, hey, I may get a chance to host this show for such and such, because them same sneaky comedians will go right behind and hit them folks up. Man, you don't need to book him. He gonna be too much. I do it for free. And then
Get
here
out.
trust me, it doesn't happen to me. And then here come the promoters. Well, Stephon, we're gonna go another direction because we ain't gonna be able to afford you. We found somebody that's gonna do it for free for us. And I'll be like, okay, cool. But you know what happens? They come right back to me after that show. Say, man, Stephon, we should have got you, man. That comedian,
That
man,
person
we
was
got
garbage.
he was garbage. I said, see, you get what you pay for.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's a lot of stuff that happened me, but it made me stronger in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Because it has made me look at things a little different when I'm dealing with other comedians and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't worry about that stuff anymore. Like I said, I don't put stuff out there now unless it's already done and etched in stone. So that way, can't nobody go behind and say anything to anybody about trying to
Have
get me
Have you
off the
heard of
show.
anybody trying to take something after you posted it? After the fact?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Really?
yeah, yeah, yeah. They actually,
People you know, or people you've
yes,
heard of?
people I know that I thought was cool with me, that I've helped out and got them into the comedy game. Because the person that
Did you ever call them like, bruh? What's up?
nope, nope. To this day, a lot of them still don't know. Because you know what? A lot of them to this day are still getting shows because I referred them to get shows.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the shows that a lot of them that was hating on me was getting was because I couldn't do them. So I referred them to do them because I was already booked. I couldn't do them. I was the first choice.
Mm-hmm.
But see, they got on there and bragged that they got booked for the show like they was the first choice, not knowing I was the one that got them the show, even though I know they was hating on me.
Wow.
That's how I get my blessings. I don't care.
Right.
I'm good. But like I said, they've tried it because the person that they sent it to, they invited me. They said, Stephon, man, you know this person right here, and they screenshot the whole
Oh, so
conversation and sent it to me.
oh, they send it to you.
Yeah, they sent it to me and showed it to me because they were some real people. They sent it to me, said, and they said, he cost you. You shouldn't have shouldn't have got him.
Oh, yeah.
He gonna cost you too much, and he's already doing too much. Give
Mm-hmm.
somebody else a chance to do something. I can't help it if everybody wants to book me. If I'm good at what I'm
So,
doing,
okay, not only did they try to take the show from you, oh
yeah,
man, that's
yeah, yeah. I've had it happen
wow.
plenty times. I have, but I
That's
don't. Like I
neither here.
said,
That's neither there. Yeah.
it don't bother me. It may have made me mad for a minute, because it's people that you think, you helping that was cool, but
Right.
that's why
Hey
I don't.
Nelson, that's from my
That,
AGR family.
all right,
Uh,
hey Nelson. That's why I don't try to um, refer people anymore too much,
mhm,
or try to help too many people too much anymore because of that.
mhm,
Because I've been burnt too many times, so I just you know, people ask me now about comedy and say, well, hey, man, how can I get into what I do? The only thing I tell them, I say, look, just watch your favorite comedians and practice and go get on stage and perform. That's
mhm,
it. I don't tell them too much of nothing else because, you know, they don't, a lot of people are not grateful enough anymore. So I don't go down that road too much anymore. So you know, like my wife told me, it's every man for himself and God
mhm,
for us all.
mhm,
So I just look out for me and the people that are really genuine about helping me and booking me. That's who I look out for. People like you that want to take the time to bring me on their shows when they don't have to give me the
mhm,
platform to be exposed to more people. It's
mhm,
something that you don't have to do. And this is the second time you've done that. And you don't have
mhm.
to do that. So I'm grateful for people when they do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I told you last time I send you my DVDs and stuff because you gave me the opportunity to be
And I
exposed to,
thank you, and I enjoyed it.
thank you, and that's how I like to thank people for giving me that opportunity to be broadcast to a broader audience that didn't know who I was,
Mhm,
and that's something that you didn't have to do, and I'm grateful for people when they do that, I just thank God for it. So,
mhm.
like I said, God's going to open a lot of doors, not only for me, but I believe He's going to open a lot of doors for you as well.
Oh, thank you. But I'm gonna say this to you though, because I'm assuming a lot of this really blew up in your face last year. All these people
Mhm.
showing themselves to
Yeah,
you.
some of them did. Some of them been so they had
Oh,
years ago, and I've been dealt with that.
okay,
Yeah,
because I was gonna
yeah,
say because last year I will say was the we kind of I've said this before, was the year of vision. We all got to see
yeah.
everybody's true form, and
Oh yeah, yeah,
everybody
I've seen
yeah,
that too,
yeah.
but I didn't have a lot of backlash last year. The only thing that really happened to me last year was just a lot of the cancellations of the shows
Mhm.
because of the pandemic. It wasn't because somebody hated or whatever. It's because
No, I'm
they were
not saying
scared of
that.
doing the shows.
Yeah, I'm
They
not
were just
saying
scared
that.
of doing the show
I'm
during the
just saying
pandemic. So,
take this as a learning thing. I don't want you to take
oh
it
yeah,
as, like I don't want you to build up like you don't want to help the next man. I don't want you to do that because you got such a kind heart. I don't want you to
yeah.
not help the next man because of what all these other folks did to you. I don't want you to do that.
No, I don't do that, but I'm just cautious about giving
Cautious
out
is good.
certain.
Yeah,
I'm
cautious is
cautious
good.
about certain
Yeah,
things now. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And
You're more
and
aware. You're
and,
more
and
aware.
giving certain advice and helping certain people.
Yeah,
I'm more cautious of how much stuff that I give out now. Because
I feel you with that. Yeah,
I was just giving out too much information at one point
yeah.
and thinking I'm just helping people, and really it's
Not
just
knowing they
giving
was
them
using you. Knowing that they
right.
was using you.
right. You know, my wife had to tell me like, you know, you giving folks too much. You know, don't give them
Mhm.
everything. You know, just give them just enough and make them go out there and work hard on their own. You know, because I was giving people too much stuff, then it was making it easy for them.
Mhm.
Oh,
Nelson, you're
so
right. You do have to be smart to have a sense of humor. I agree.
yeah, yeah.
It takes some wit about you to to be quick witted.
Oh
Play
yeah.
on
Oh,
word.
and I'm quick with it on stage too, especially with hecklers.
I was about to
Oh,
ask you about that because,
I'm
man,
quick with that. Oh, I'm quick on my feet with that. You can't say nothing to me up there. I'm coming right back at you, right off
now
the dome.
okay, now are you that comedian that I know you said like if you go blank, you'll go after somebody, but will you just go after somebody just for kicks and giggles? Like you see an outfit that you just like, oh,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
I'm coming after her or him.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I
Okay.
do it all the time, but I don't do it in a degrading way.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I do it in a fun way because the way I do a lot of stuff now, I observe my audience before I go on stage. I look around to
Hmm.
see who may be doing something crazy, who got a funny outfit on, who may be too sharp, you know, something
Oh,
like that.
they just know
Yeah,
they too clean. Yeah.
right. You know, so I do a lot of observing before I get on stage, so I kind of already know where I'm going to go and what I'm going to do when I get up
Hmm.
there. And I will mess with folks on stage. You know, I do that all the time, but I don't do it in a degrading way to where they're gonna feel bad. I do it in a way where it's fun and it's gonna be funny. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? And you're gonna talk back to me because I am messing with you, but you're gonna be
Hmm.
laughing about it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, so
See,
I
your
do it. I
auntie would
do it.
say, yes, you do.
Yeah. She know me. I've been doing that since I was young. She'll tell you that. But yeah, I do that a lot. I have fun with people because I
Hmm.
kind of, as I said before on your show, I have a few styles because Steve Harvey's my favorite comedian. I mixed a little bit of Steve Harvey, DL, Arnez J, and Ricky Smiley in me because I dress like Steve Harvey. I wear a lot of suits, and I'm clean, and I can be kind of straight, cutthroat, edgy sometimes, like he does, talking about certain stuff that sometimes people ain't comfortable with, but I can still say it and be funny with it, and I can be real animated like Arnez J, as far as body wise, doing a lot of crazy stuff
Right.
on stage, but I can be real silly like Ricky Smiley. Then I
Mhm.
can check you like DL used to check folks. So
Right.
I kind of mix all that into and make it my
Right.
own style of comedy on stage, and people kind of love it. What I do, you know, especially like if I'm hosting a show, I make up stuff throughout the whole show based off what I see going on or what I seen the act do before I get back up there. I may come back and say something about the act that was on there, you know, having fun with that or something like that. But I'm very quick with it on stage, especially if somebody try to help me. It's to the
Hmm.
point now where people warn other people not to say nothing to me on stage because they know I come back on
Right.
like real
Now, do people
fast.
just automatically assume that because you're a comedian, like, tell me a joke, like, now,
I, I
say
get
something
that.
funny?
I get that all the time. I get that all the time. I
What
tell them
does that get on your nerves? Like, I'm not your show
it, it,
pony.
it used to, you know,
Mm.
but you know, they be like, you know, tell me a joke. I say, go look in the mirror. You'll be all right. You know, or I tell them, look, and that's the look they give me. What you doing right now? They just bust out laughing. I say, see, you laughing already. I say, well, or go buy my DVD, and you get plenty of
Mm.
jokes on there. Or book me
Hmm.
for a show, you'll get them then.
Right.
You know, so I used to get that a lot, but I don't get it too much anymore uh, because most people already know now, so they don't say
Right.
it anymore. I used to get it from a lot of people that never heard or seen me before. They're like, "Oh, you a comedian? Oh, okay, tell me a joke." You know, no, you're gonna pay for these jokes. That's what you're gonna do.
Right. Because that's the only profession that someone says, do it to right now. They don't ask a hairstylist, oh, you do hair? Oh, cut my hair right now.
Right.
They don't do that.
Comedians
But
and singers, they do that too a lot.
that's true. Singers is another, but
Comedians
even
and
singer,
singers, they do
yeah,
that a
but
lot.
even a singer, I'm like, I ain't gonna be like, oh, sing me something right now. I ain't gonna do that because you might not be able to sing, and I ain't gonna be able to hold my face straight if you hit the wrong note. I'm gonna be like,
Yeah.
oh, like
Oh,
okay.
I'm bad with facial expression. My facial expression would tell everything.
Oh, you gonna know if you hit a sharp note with me.
Yeah, because I'm sure gonna look at you like this.
Sherry, you right, and poets. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right. Cause
yeah, boys too.
yeah, I'd be like, ooh, spit me something right now. Do it. Yeah, rappers too. Oh, you just gonna list everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then again, but if a rapper ain't got no bars, I'm gonna be like,
Yeah. Like, that was
Mm.
interesting.
Right. You a closet rapper, apparently. You in your closet rapping.
Yeah, stick to your day job. Yeah.
Okay, go back to Mickey D's. Um
Yeah.
now you have any upcoming events coming up?
Well, I have my award show that I'm going to be doing April 9th and the 10th
Mm,
here in Memphis. It was supposed to be in October of last year, but I pushed it back to April of this year, so I can actually do the live show in person with, you know, with the guidelines in place, of course, and mask and all that stuff. So, but it's my seventh annual Gospel Music Awards for independent artists that
okay.
I do each and every year for independent artists all over the country, and um, and I just basically just honor them for their hard work that they do in the industry, whether they're a pastor, a poet, a praise dancer, um, radio announcer, different categories like that, videos, different things like that. I try to honor them because a lot of them don't get the recognition that I feel they deserve
Right.
because they're overshadowed by celebrities a lot. And then a lot of them are better than a lot of celebrities out there. They just don't have the opportunity to be heard or be on the right platform. So I try to give them that outlet to be recognized, and to win an award or just to be recognized and let people know, hey, I was nominated for something. That's
Mm-hmm.
something you can put on your resume. And but that's what I'm gonna do. April 9th and 10th gonna be here in Memphis, and then my eighth annual is going to be in October. But that's going to be in a new city. I'm going to move that to a new city
Oh, really?
this year. Yes, I haven't decided which one yet. I got a couple of them in mind. Just waiting for to talk with them to see how things can be worked out. I've had plenty of offers from other cities for me to bring it there, but I got to
Can
make
we
sure
get
it
a hint?
makes sense.
Can we get a hint?
Well, I've had people from Houston,
Okay.
Atlanta,
Mm-hmm.
Nashville, and Florida
Okay.
hit me up. But it has to make sense for me. And plus, I want to do it when there's nothing else going on during that time in that city.
Okay.
Because Nashville has a lot of award shows going on in September and October.
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta has a lot of them going on at that time. And I don't want to be nowhere to where it's going to be oversaturated. You know what I'm saying? Or like I'm going to be in competition with other award shows because that'll diminish the crowd. So I kind of want
Mm-hmm.
to be somewhere where ain't no award shows going on at that time or no other events going on. So that way, I can have at least a good, decent crowd come in. Um, so it's a
To
couple of
honor them
cities that, right. So it's a couple of cities I'm looking at right now that they don't have anything going on during that time that I plan to do mine. Um, so we're going to see how that works out. I would know when I do my award show in April. I will have everything probably finalized at that time, so I can announce at the show where it's going to be
Okay,
during that
but the
time.
one in April, where is that going to be held at again?
It's going to be here in Memphis. I'm actually going to lock the location down by the end of the month because I got two in mind
Okay.
right now. I got to see how it's going to do. I got a pastor that want me to bring it to his church because he just got a new church, a new big church. So we're gonna see how that. Then I got another guy to own a big event hall
Mm-hmm.
who wants me to bring it there too. So I'm trying to see which would be feasible for me. And plus the show is going to be free this year.
Oh,
It's going to be.
really?
Oh yes, that's the plus about it. I'm going to
Oh,
make it
wow.
free. Since it's my last one in Memphis, I'm going to make it free so I can pack the place out and get
Mm-hmm.
everybody to come down and support. And plus all the nominees. Um, thank you. Whoever put that on there, I guess it's you. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Uh, yeah, I like that was quick. Yeah, so yeah, so I'm gonna everybody that's nominated is going to be honored as well
Mhm.
uh, with the award certificate. So it's not going to be no losers in the show. Everybody's going to get something if they show up. Of course, if they show up, you're going to get
Mhm.
an award. But I will have a team that we're going to pick one person out of each category to be like the winner of the year. But everybody that's nominated is still going to get an award certificate. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So
That's nice.
everybody's still going to
Everybody's
get
gonna get
something.
something. That's what's
Right.
up.
Everybody's going to get something. So plus, like I said, it's going to be free because I want people to come and pack it out. And plus, I'm not sure yet. I'm thinking about doing my DVD special, filming my new DVD special during that weekend. So
Okay.
that's in the works as well. Um, so I'm trying to see how I'm going to do that.
Mhm.
If I do it during that weekend, it won't be at the location of the award show. It's going to be at a theater because I'm getting it filmed because I'm going to be pitching it to Amazon, and I got somebody that's going to try to help me pitch it to Netflix. So
All right.
that's the caliber of the type of filming that I'm going to do for my next special. If you look at some of the comedy specials on Netflix, the quality of it and things
Mhm.
like that, that's how I'm going to do my next one.
All right. Amen.
So I'm
Okay.
gonna go out. I'm gonna go all out with this next special. So
All
yeah,
right.
I'm gonna
If
make it
I
good.
inbox your email, you don't you send me no thumbs up talking about some I remember. I'll be like, oh yeah, for real.
I'm
That's
gonna
what you're
send you
doing.
two thumbs up.
You push me to the side. That's what you're gonna do
No,
on
I
today.
got you. I got you. I got you. And like I said, that DVD special that I'm gonna film, that's going to be free too.
All right. Okay. I
Yeah.
was like,
So hopefully
I'm
you can come down and be a part of that and
absolutely.
get on the red carpet and do some interviews with your podcast and all that stuff.
Yeah,
So
I'll do that.
yeah.
As long as you don't get on
Yeah.
there try to joan on me, talk about my outfit, I'll be like, you petty.
Oh, well, don't come in there looking crazy. I won't do it then.
I don't know. You might think it's crazy. I might think I'm looking cute.
Yeah. Cause trust me, I'm gonna see everything before I get out there on that stage. Y'all won't know
Oh,
I see it, but I'm gonna see it. Yeah.
now.
Y'all don't know it. But that's what I plan on doing in April with that. And then again, like I said, a lot of my comedy special stuff like that. But right now, people are booking me for events. Yeah, you can book me at the email that's on the screen right now. And for any booking inquiries for any type of event, I do it all. And I travel and I do this full time. So I'm free to go anywhere for any type of show, anywhere in the country. So y'all email me if you want to book information. If you're serious about booking me, I'll send you my rates and give me some dates in
I was
mind.
just
I'll let
about
you
to
know.
say, book ain't free.
Yeah. So just hit me up and we'll make it work. I would love to do it. And I'm looking forward to you bringing me where you are too. We need to make
I'm
something happen where you at.
trying. I got
Yeah.
connections. I know your aunt and your uncle.
Yeah. Also as well, let me say this. I'm taking book inquiries for my tour.
Okay.
My tour this year. It's going to be the same name as my DVD. It's called Share the Last that you see me put on Facebook all the time with the hashtag
Yeah.
Share the Last. That's going to be the name of my tour and the name of my DVD special
Okay.
that I got coming up too. So if you're interested about bringing my tour to your city, you can send me an email as well, and I send you the tour information packet, which I think everybody will love because it's a great package that would benefit everybody, far as financially wise. It'll benefit everybody. So, and I would send one to you so you can look over it and maybe you can pitch it to some of your people and help get it booked. And you help get it booked, there's something in it for you as well. So,
Absolutely. I don't want nothing. I'll just help out.
I take care of people, take care of me. That's what I do.
I know. but I still want nothing.
Whatever.
Don't shake your head at me. Well,
don't make me give you that thumbs up now.
Okay. Shout out to my boy Demetrius. Oh my God. Well, you know what? I can't thank you enough again for coming.
No problem.
I'm gonna have you on there again. Don't know when. Probably for your next event that's gonna come up. You probably in the wintertime or spring. No, not spring, because that's April.
Yeah, April.
Probably be like summer or winter. When's your next one? Yeah. Anyway,
my award show?
No, well, not your award show, because
you talking about my comedy special?
Yeah.
Oh, it may be April or it may be right after that. I'm trying to decide how I want to do it. So
okay. Yeah, when you figure it out, let me know.
All right. Because I usually do a concert during my award show weekend. I usually do a pre-show concert the day before the award show, and then I do the award show the next day. But I'm thinking if I don't do the concert, then I'm gonna do my comedy special instead. So it's gonna be either one. But once I lock in my comedy special, I kind of want to have a good amount of time to promote that. So I don't want to rush that, because I want that to be, just the way I want it. So, and I actually got a meeting tonight with somebody about who's partnered with Amazon Prime to put my DVD I have out now on Amazon Prime. So I got to meet with them in about another hour. So they want me to see about partnering with them they're going to help me put my stuff on Amazon right now. So we're going to see about that. So I do have a DVD out for all you people that's listening called Laughter is Good for the Soul.
I got it. It's good.
You can go to my website, comedianstephonsmith.com. Tell your secretary to put that on the screen.
I am the secretary. Somebody didn't give you that information.
comedianstephonsmith.com. They can order my DVD. You can check out other stuff that I have on my store as well. If you want to order T-shirts, posters, all that good stuff. I got hats. My Showtime Entertainment T-shirts and hats. I got different stuff on there. But get my DVD that I have out now. That's been out for a few years now. So that's one reason why I'm getting ready to do a new one. Because it's time. But this one has still been doing pretty good. So thank you, Auntie. And so go get your DVD, and I'll see it right on
Facebook, social media, so they can find you on there.
Everything on social media is Comedian Stephon Smith on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, MySpace, Christian Mingle.
Did you say MySpace?
No, I'm just playing.
I was going to say, Lord, does that even still exist?
No, I'm just playing. My DVDs are $15. $15. If you order on the website, it's $15, and they'll add all the tax and all that stuff on there. But you can also order through Cash App under the money sign Comedian Stephon Smith, and just add $3 for shipping if you're out of town, and I'll put it in the mail and ship it to you. As soon as you order it, I ship it out the next day. Unless it's a Saturday, then I ship it out on a Monday. But if anybody orders today or this evening, I ship them out tomorrow afternoon to you. Just leave me your address, and I ship it right on to you. And if you order it tomorrow, any point, or Sunday, I ship it out on Monday. But Laughter Good for the Soul, they're $15. And trust me, you'll enjoy the bonus footage with my crazy preacher character on there as well, named Reverend
Yeah, so, get it. It's a knee slapper.
So I might have to bring him on back here on this show the next time I come on.
Oh, I don't know if I'm.
I might have to bring the Reverend on here.
I don't know if I'm prepared for him.
Yeah, I might have to bring him on here and let you meet him. He ain't met you yet.
No, I don't know if I want to meet him.
He might like you though. I have to watch the Reverend. He might like you.
Oh, no, I don't know, because I got a kidney stone that likes to rumble around and it might start hurting.
Yeah. I also comedian Stephon Smith on YouTube. If you want to check out my YouTube,
You tell me
as
how the
well.
YouTube page. I gotta see it. And I gotta
Yeah,
subscribe to that.
yeah, yeah. YouTube
Okay.
comedian Stephon Smith. Everything, all social media sites is comedian Stephon Smith, and my TV show that I had, the Stephon Smith TV show, is on YouTube as well. You can check out some
Okay.
of my episodes that I did a couple of seasons ago, and you kind of see what my TV show is like. So I'm going to be bringing my radio show back pretty soon, along with the podcast. So, and I'm definitely going to get you on there.
All right. Amen.
Demetrius laughing, Kristen Mingle.
You're Kristen
Yes,
Mingle too.
yes. My handle on there is laying hands.
Won't he do it?
Won't he do it? Won't he will?
Oh my God. Well, it's time to let you go.
Yep.
Oh my God. Thank you so much for I told you I need to laugh
You're
today.
welcome. You're welcome.
Woo. All right.
Shout
So
out to
I
all
was
your listeners. Thank you, all your listeners, for tuning in. And shout out to my beautiful wife for her support as
yeah,
well, Miss Angela,
yeah, thank
aka
you, Ann.
ANP. Yep.
Ma'am.
And shout out
Thank
to
you.
you. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And
You're welcome.
hold on, because I gotta find
All
out
right.
about these people that we was talking about that we can't say on the air.
Uh-oh. Watch out now.
Oh man. Oh my God. Woo! Well, thank you everybody for joining Worldly Church Girl Live. Thank you, Stephon, for coming on the show. You didn't laugh on my eyelashes loose. So anyway, I want to thank y'all for coming, and please stay tuned for next week's episode. I keep saying episode because I'm used to the podcast, but anyway, stay tuned for next week's show, 7 p.m. Eastern. And as always, thanks for joining your one and only Worldly Church Girl.